moderator of this panel, Mr. Chris Hardwick.
I'll start. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, all right? This is everything you need to know. And by the way, we're like the perfect guys to say it because we know everything about it. We're going to run it by you. Okay, so it all starts.
I'd like to bring to the stage the head of Marvel Studios, the guy who is the dreamweaver of all of it. Please welcome Kevin Feige!
Hello, Hall H.
It gets here faster and faster every year. I feel like we were just here last year.
It felt recently.
It was.
But we've had a few movies since, and we had a movie called Doctor Strange come out. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And if you had a chance a couple weeks ago, we had a movie called Spider-Man Homecoming. So as the Ant-Man team, not here, they're in Atlanta, they wanted to put something together for you and announce Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne. She was our dream choice when we were making the first film, and it's crazy that she's in it. There are a few other casting announcements that I want to mention to you in that film. Okay. We have a great actress named Hannah John Kamen playing a character called the Ghost. We also have another villain played by an awesome actor, Walt Goggins. Randall Park is playing Agent Jimmy Woo. Agent Wu is tasked with Lawrence Fishburne. It's an amazing cast, and we can't wait to show you more.
How do you keep all of these things in your head all the time? I mean, these are secrets that they would just crack open your skull and find out what all these things are. How do you maintain?
This is not the Walking Dead panel.
No.
That would be disgusting.
No, but how do you keep all these things in your head all the time?
It's fun. They've been in my head my whole life, so I may as well,
Now you get to share them out. Last year on stage, we saw Brie Larson announced as Captain Marvel.
Yes. Yes. Well, yes. We're really here today to talk about our next two movies, but we thought this would be cool to see. You want to know? Here, I'll tell you something. There have been rumors, and I'll tell you those rumors are true, that Nick Fury, Sam Jackson, is in this movie, and he plays a big part in it. And in this film, Nick Fury has two eyes.
What?
Because this film takes place before the events of Iron Man 1 and is set in the early 1990s. And I'll tell you one other thing for this crowd. There might be crickets in other places, but I think in this crowd, the villains of this will be the first MCU appearance of the Skrulls. Working on it hard, and we can't wait to show you more.
There is a nice Santa Claus-y thing about you every year, like, I'm gonna give you this if you're good.
My job is so amazing. I get to be in a room and say the word Skrulls.
Yeah.
And get a reaction. I love that.
All right, you need to make it happen. And also, just before we continue, because we're gonna get into Thor, we're here to talk about Thor Ragnarok, we're here to talk about Black Panther. But, as I said before, you've been such an important part to this community. I mean, I feel like so much is modeled around what you've built at Marvel, and so much of the reason for why all these people are here today are because of things that were in that head of yours that you pulled out and managed to weave together. So I want to bring out Eddie Ibrahim for a second. He has a very special thing that he wants to present to you as being such a pillar of our community. So here's Eddie.
Hello, Mr. Duke. Just wanted to say quickly, in 2008, you brought a concept to the mainstream world of a hero that maybe they didn't know quite as well as this crowd knew, Iron Man. And with that, you introduced the concept of comic books to the mainstream through movies, which has never really been done before. You introduced crossovers. You introduced a world that was united and a contiguity between all of those movies. And for that, you really brought to life the thing that we all love, the comics, and what the comics meant to us, and our imaginations, and our inspirations. And you brought that to not only film, but to the rest of the world. And for that, it is my honor to present to you the Inkpot Award from Comic-Con International, as well as the Board of Directors for Film and Television. Thank you so much.
Not part of the show. Wow, that's sort of beyond words. Thank you very much. I want to talk about movies. Who wants to talk about movies? Yeah.